Viewer discretion is advised.
Sir?
Do you think that the Israeli nation needs to accept Jesus in their heart to go to heaven?
No, sir. Nowhere in Scripture does it say that.
Sir, that is blasphemy. That is Antichrist, sir. Why are you enabling the Antichrist?
Nowhere in the Bible.
Sir, you are enabling the Antichrist.
Have mental
No,
assent
I'm sorry,
and then
sir.
move on.
You are
It doesn't say
Antichrist
that anywhere.
enabler. You
No,
are
it says to
Antichrist
hear
enabler.
and obey. To believe, that's what that means. Shema in the Hebrew is to hear.
I'm a
And,
Hebrew,
if you notice this or not, but you're muted. Have a nice day.
Mr. Batman, what is your thoughts? You know, you mentioned the Sabbath, or the Sabbath, excuse me. What are your thoughts on the Gregorian calendar? With the fact that, like, that a while ago they started changing the dates so that they would change the way you would find the days of the Sabbath.
Well, they
Wait,
never
did he leave?
that, sir. They never did that. No, they
Well, the
altered
calendar
the
that we have
calendar.
today is
Both of the times that happened with the Gregorian calendar and also the Julian calendar. Sir, both times. You know why they changed it? Because they wanted to get Easter closer to
Hadrian's
Passover those years.
Oh,
That's it. That's
you
the
forgot
only
about
reason they
Hadrian's
changed it.
calendar.
And we know exactly what the change was. It didn't
Hadrian
change
built
the
the wall,
7-day cycle,
buddy.
so you know that, right?
Hadrian built the wall. What about his calendar?
Any other questions, sir?
Yes, sir.
Ghost was asking about
what about
another calendar.
Hadrian?
Who is the moderator or who's the server owner?
Roman Emperor Hadrian.
John Bolden, but he's been arrested at the moment.
All right.
Well, Mr. Batman, I think Ghost was mentioning also Emperor Hadrian from the Roman times. He also his calendar as well.
Irrelevant.
I was just wondering, is it okay?
Yes, sir. Totally irrelevant.
I was just curious because it's because I always found it odd that they, even if they try to bring Easter closer to Passover, right? Doesn't that mess though with the days of Sabbath? Because obviously people go to church on Sundays, but realistically it's supposed to be Saturday.
It doesn't mess with the Sabbath at all because the 7-day cycle has never changed. No, sir. The only thing they did was try and move those dates closer to one another because they understood how bad it looked for the Messiah to rise from the grave 4 weeks before he died. How does that work? How do you get the Messiah to have Easter rising from the grave 4 full weeks before Passover when he gets dead?
Easter is always what? Let me see.
There you go. There lies the problem.
What is Easter? Always the first day of the week, right?
It's the first Sunday.
Yeah. So God is constant.
No, actually, Easter is calculated by being the first Sunday after the first full moon after the first spring equinox.
No, you're just coping with like scientism and heliocentrism, and you claim you're a flat
in the Bible. Oh yeah,
you claim you're a flat earther. You don't even believe the Earth is flat. You're like a liar, sir.
I'm muted to ghost turd.
You are using scientism to justify.
It's a rule to not mute people here. I'm just letting you know, Batman.
Okay, I'll just leave the server then.
Mr. Batman,
because there's definitely no damn moderation in here because he's been
really
on me this whole flipping time, and nobody has even stepped up to do a damn thing. So, are there no moderators here?
Not really.
Shut up, pedophile.
Okay.
Well, good. Then I'll just leave his ass muted and move on.
Bye, pedophile.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Batman. Mr. Batman.
Yes,
but
sir,
what
my
thing is, what is it with the Easter bunny then? Because it's supposed to be about Jesus, right? And so why did they replace it with an Easter bunny?
Every Sunday should remind
Semiramis, Astarte. That's where they get the word Ishtar. It's Ishtar's Sunday. Ishtarte is a pagan fertility goddess. It is Semiramis, the wife of Nimrod.
You're a pagan.
The
You're a
wife
Judy.
of Tammuz as
Why
well,
don't you
her
go
son.
kill a
Oh yeah, that's
goat
sick.
or a
Anyway,
sheep or something?
she dies, and then she goes up. She's the moon goddess. She goes up to the moon because she's married to Tammuz, who is the sun god. Nimrod
You
is the sun
offer
god.
blood sacrifice.
And anyway, so now
blood
she's not ready to be there or something. I can't remember the story behind it, but she gets sent back to the earth in an egg, and she lands in the Euphrates River, rolls up onto the bank of the Euphrates River in a giant egg, pops out of that egg a bare-breasted fertility goddess, and her very first miracle is to turn a bird into an egg-laying rabbit. Starting to sound familiar yet?
This is what Martin Luther did, guys. Are you glad that Martin Luther fucking put the 85 Thesis on the fucking Catholic fucking Vatican? Because you got Mr. Batman now.
Isn't that that pagan though, Mr. Batman? That seems like something that a pagan.
You got Mr. Batman now, thanks to Martin Luther.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations,
Easter is pagan. Semiramis is in the Bible. Astarte is in the Bible. The Queen of Heaven is in the Bible. All of it are pointing to this pagan fertility rituals and the pagan fertility goddess Astarte.
Okay. So should we celebrate Easter then?
No, sir, you should not.
Okay, we should not.
What's the issue? I mean, I know you like describe it. What's like the real issue? Like, it's morally? Is it like physically? Like, people can celebrate their own holidays, man. There's no issue with that.
Really? When God says don't do it, then you shouldn't do it.
What does God say about Easter is the death of Christ? Like,
no, it's not the death of Christ, sir. It's a pagan fertility ritual. Has nothing to do with the death of Christ. Why do you think the I'm sorry.
That's not what I read.
I'm going to mute you now. Have a nice day, Turd Slurry. I don't like your name anyway.
Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. I don't blame you at all. I'm not going to tell him no. Anyway, he can't hear me, right? So anyone, like, can I get him he's probably baiting us. Anyone, do something. I don't know. I got nothing for this guy. He is like coping real hard.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I will go ahead and put it out there. When I start having a discussion with somebody, if you start speaking over me while I'm teaching you the subject material, I will just mute you and move on.
All right, I'm back. So what about, what holidays should we not celebrate? And I know Halloween, obviously, and Easter now. I didn't know about Easter. But what about Christmas?
Pagan, sir. Pagan holiday.
It is a pagan.
Christmas. So you don't know Christmas trees, nothing?
Have you ever read Jeremiah chapter 10? The Christmas tree is listed there.
Right. So how should we celebrate Christmas?
You shouldn't.
So, all right, let's try to. So let's say you have kids, right? And my kids want to have
a Christmas. Lie to the children.
Okay, so what should I do on December 25th?
Tell them the truth and engage in the truth, which would be Hanukkah, the festival of lights. Jesus kept a festival of lights. And if you want to know when Jesus was born, you want to celebrate his birthday. He never did. But if you want to do that, that would be September the 23rd, 3 BC, during the Feast of Tabernacles, because Christ came to tabernacle amongst us.
Okay, so we should do Hanukkah, not Christmas. Am I correct?
You should do the feast days. Hanukkah is not listed there. But Hanukkah is one that Jesus himself did rather in John chapter 8. He goes up to Solomon's portico during the feast of Hanukkah, or the feast of dedication is what it's called in the Bible. And that in the Hebrew is Hanukkah.
He just said he's Jewish. He just lost. He just physically lost.
Okay. Did you hear what that person said, Mr. Batman?
I muted the turd. I'm not interested.
Okay. He was referring to Hanukkah as a Judaism holiday. And
yeah, that's why
he
I'm
was
not going to listen to that stupid bastard, because he's going to say, well, it's wrong for Jesus to go celebrate Hanukkah. Wait a minute. If Jesus did it, that's good enough for me. If Jesus didn't do it, well, that's good enough for me.
Okay. All right. So we can do Hanukkah with presents with the kids. Okay.
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
So no.
Presents are not included in Hanukkah. That's a Jewish add-on from about the late 50s, early 60s, because all the Jewish kids were seeing all the Christian kids get stuff at Christmas time. But you know what? Not to be outdone, the Jews said, well, we can fix this. Y'all just get one night of presents. We'll do 7.
So no presents for kids?
I don't care if you give your children presents, but just don't say it comes from some magical turd coming down the chimney.
Well, Saint Nick was a real saint, though. Saint Nicholas.
Wrong answer.
Really? Okay.
Yes, sir. Really?
Why?
Every
You don't
bit of
believe that Saint
information you have
Nicholas
that could be anything construed as historical evidence is nothing more than hearsay and conjecture.
the stories of Saint Nicholas?
Conjecture. There we go. I got it out.
So you believe that the stories of Saint Nicholas was not real?
Just like you said, they're stories. They are not historical narratives.
What about Saint? Okay, so what about Saint Peter?
I'm sorry, sir. Peter, the apostle.
The saint?
He's a dead saint, sir.
But he was real.
Oh, yes, sir. Very real. And again,
but those were
sir,
stories.
He's dead and in the ground, awaiting the resurrection in the grave, like everybody else.
Right, but Saint Nicholas was real as well, though. Is what I'm saying.
No, sir, he was
Peter's...
not. He's a fiction. See, we have evidence of Peter in the Bible, sir. We do not have evidence of Saint Nikolai anywhere.
Yeah, but he was born March 15,
sir, I'm not interested.
What? Oh, it's because he's from Greek descent. Is this the Greek Jesus thing you were telling me about the other day?
No, sir. I'm not going to talk to you about stupidity. And you, sir, want to talk about your pagan high hero, Santa Claus. Well, go ahead. Bend over and give it to Santa Claus. I don't care.
I mean, listen, you got to understand that.
No, I will not listen, Skippy. It is a pagan holiday, plain and simple. Don't do it. Hey, you want to know what holidays to do? Leviticus 23. There you go.
All right. Man. You don't have, it's going to, I don't mean to be personal. Do you have grandkids at all?
Yes, sir. A multiplicity
do you
of
get,
them.
Do you guys get them gifts for holidays, like Christmas and stuff?
No, not for Christmas.
Hmm.
Okay. Do I give my grandchildren and my children gifts? Sure I do. I love to give them gifts. It blesses me to bless them. But, sir, I don't do it on a pagan holiday and say, look, here's what this pagan God gives you. Knowing it's a lie straight from the pit of hell. Why would you lie to children and tell them some crazy dude comes down your chimney and puts presents down under the tree and that he knows everything that you do? He sees what you're doing, whether good or bad. Sir, that's God. See, this is nothing more than one more ploy from the Roman Catholic cult. Say, well, we're just going to Christianize this pagan holiday and bring everybody into the fold. Well, guess what Job chapter 14, verse 4 says? That you can't do that. Who can bring something holy out of what God says is unholy? No one, not one. That would be Job chapter 14, verse 4. Go look it up yourself.
Okay. What Mr. Batman, what do you think we should do as a society today? Like to start walking things back? What steps should we take?
Well, first thing we need to do is line up Congress along a big white wall and shoot their asses.
Okay, I don't disagree with this in Roblox, but yes, I don't disagree with this at all.
Well, here's the problem. Are we ever supposed to add to or take away from the law?
Minecraft, Brian, by the way.
This is an easy question, sir. Are we ever supposed to add to or take away from the law?
If you're talking about God's law or man's law?
I'm talking about either, sir. Are we ever supposed to add to or take
pedophile.
away from the law?
I would say if you're talking about man's law, I would say that the law
No.
has to be
Wrong answer.
The
Don't
law
care,
has to be
sir. I've
looked
already
into
told you
and
that.
changed.
That's
Right.
irrelevant. Sir, what I'm talking about is morality. Again, the law. Would you agree, sir, that every law that is passed is an attempt to legislate morality?
Yeah, I would say that. I would say morality and ethics.
Great. So now let's talk about morality. Where does morality come from? It sure ain't Congress.
The Bible. Well, it comes from the Bible.
So once
It comes
again,
from religion.
They add. What is their whole job as Congress? They are called legislators. What do they do? They make laws. We don't need new laws. We got plenty of them. We need to enforce the ones that are on the books and get rid of all the crap. And getting rid of the crap starts with the crappers, and that's Congress.
I mean, I understand that. I agree with the Congress statement, but I have to disagree somewhat. I mean, you have to understand that man's law is different than God's law, and more importantly,
we have God's law. We do not need anything else. Do you know our law system is based on the common law system, which is based on Torah?
Torah.
I'm
What
aware.
we don't have, sir, is we don't have the right punishment system.
Bible,
Can you show me in the scripture, sir, where is there a prison system where people sit and do this time in this little box for 40 years? Where's that in the Bible?
All right, I'm not talking about prison. All right, let me give you an example.
Because that's the problem.
Let me give you an example.
The punishment is the problem.
All right,
sir,
I understand
we've got these people that are languishing in a box for 40 years because they killed somebody. The people, the family that they harmed, they killed the bread maker of this family, they get nothing. They got to suffer through life without their bread maker. You know what we should do? We should go what the Bible used to do. The Bible says to do this, that if those people need somebody to provide that income that was lost by the bread maker, then guess what? That person now becomes these people's slave, and they work solely. That guy works solely to put food on the table for these people.
And
that would be fine. But let's say they don't need that. Let's say they're completely financially secure, and they say, "You killed our dad. We want you dead." Then they get to make that call. They can say, "Yep, put him down like the dog that he is." That's what it says to do in Scripture.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but let me give you something that makes more sense in modern.
Oh, there we go. I got to raise your volume back up because you were bloviating.
Oh, okay. Look, here's the problem. I'm not talking about punishment. Punishment is a whole different thing. When I'm talking about, when I say law, man's law is because there are.
I'm not interested, sir. Have a nice day.
Wait,
I'm going to flush you now.
Just let me finish.
Goodbye,
Come on now. You can just rant at me and then not let me give a response.
Yeah,
the fuck is that?
Like this, dude. He's the most annoying shit.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna dismiss you, Mr. Batman. If you're not gonna rant at me and then not let me.
Hey, Brian, I'm going back to my server. Hey, Brian, I'm going to my server. Blue, there's an invite. I'll send you an invite in my DMs.
Okay. It's tough being a Diddler James.
What did I miss?
Hey, guys.
Everybody's muted right now.
Hey, I'm just letting you know, guys, know I'm going back to my server because he's muted everybody because he's kind of a fag.
Shut up, Sharon.
Did you mute me?
I'm in my server.
I wasn't even here.
Don't join. His server's a honeypot server. Don't join. Don't join. It's a honeypot server. Don't join. Don't join. Don't join.
Well, he's got us all muted right now. He was yelling at us about how we shouldn't celebrate Christmas and get our kids presents.
Oh, this Mr. Batman guy? What's his deal?
He's just to afford presents.
Christmas is bad. Don't buy presents for your kids.
Yeah, that's what this guy's like. He's like
I know we
joking
got
so
news,
hard.
boys. We got Ricada news. Apparently, the guy who requested Ricada's body cam footage was a registered sex offender from Kiwi
Ooh.
Farms,
Hell.
confirmed, and they found him.
Oh
They
gosh.
found him, and that's the reason why they wouldn't release the body cam footage. Was it
Oh
was
my
requested by
god.
registered sex offender. How does this
Wow,
even
no.
happen? Kiwi bros, not like this.
Why would you even ask when you
Holy
got
shit.
that? What?
Uh,
The last
Kiwi
person you'd
bros,
want to
not.
interact
Oh, they
with is the
banned
cop.
him.
What the
They.
fuck,
Oh my
man?
god! Hold on, bro. Hold on. They
Oh,
banned him and doxed his name too.
that's
What was his
just
username
fucking
before they changed
dumb.
it? Confirmed. Oh, that's tough.
Oh wow, that's oof.
This is why we don't use Kiwi Farms, boys.
Yeah, that's
Right
top tier stupidity right there. Fuck, man. Oh
I'm posting
shit.
it. I'm posting it in the. This is the guy right here. Apparently, I got sent this just now, and I got sent the. Josh was pissed because that's the reason why the courts wouldn't give up the body cam footage. One of the persons that requested was a registered sex offender. Amazing. Kina. I got the letter too. How does that even happen?
Amazing.
Holy shit. That's wow.
How does this even happen? Josh is so mad right now. Brackets literally gets his body cam footage protected because a registered sex offender on it was a Kiwi Farm user from 2019. You can't, Sheriff, you can't even write this shit, bro. Like, oops, Josh, one of your users fucked kids. Sorry, bro.
I know he's just so like this, dude. I get so tired of the routine of fucking
Go read
niggas
the
defend
guy's
TV
post,
farms
bro.
for
He's
this
like
shit.
a righteous guy acting like he's better than everyone else in every fucking thread. It's so crazy.
He's always in
Oh,
his cope phase. Like he
oh
has
my
never
god.
stopped for ages.
Weezus, you want to see a kitty?
Yeah, sure. I'm driving.
Like
What the
Batman's just
hell?
listening to us fucking
I
confused, or he's like trying to grab his scriptures. I don't know what the fuck the bro is doing.
He has
Hell
everybody muted right now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Who,
he's got everybody
Mr.
muted.
Batman? Mr.
Yeah,
Batman coping with now.
he's
He has
coping. Dude, he's
everybody muted.
coping with his L. He's coping with
He
his
muted me
L.
and wasn't even here. Like, what the hell?
The what,
This is
bro?
bizarre.
He's just like major L coping. Can someone kick him? Just kick him. You can keep him if you want.
No,
Just
don't.
kick him.
But I mean, like,
It's up to Ferd. We're gonna do whatever he
is
wants.
he mad because I said that he's a Judaizing boomer who worships the Antichrist?
Did you have Ghost? Did you hear what he said? He said you should be doing Hanukkah.
Nah, nah. What did he say?
Well, I was talking about Christmas. I said, well, okay, well, Easter's bad. So what about Christmas? And he was like, that's a pagan ritual. You shouldn't buy your kids presents and worship it. And I was like, all right. And I said, well, what holiday should I be worshiping around December 25th? I mean, what if I got kids? And he goes, Hanukkah.
You're gonna go spin a dreidel?
dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I made
Rejoice,
you
for
out
the
of clay.
Lord our
Dreidel, dreidel,
God is
dreidel. I play with
good,
you all
and
day.
his love endures forever. Yeehaw! Yeehaw added for emphasis only, not actually in Scripture.
Thank you for clarifying that yeehaw is not in scripture.
Can you imagine if it was in Scripture? That'd be awesome.
How did they express yeehaw in the biblical days?
But like Christmas is
It would be like, booyah!
did you know that in Genesis, the first book of the Bible, it says that there's pine trees in the courtyard of God?
Well, there are famously cedar trees in Lebanon. I don't know about
So yeah, bro. So I mean, it's like, okay, like you're gonna tell me not to worship or like
Well,
Christmas and
that area
really,
over there used to be the Garden of Eden.
yeah, where the
And
white
it
people,
will be again.
where all
See,
the
the
white,
Garden of Eden
where all the
is
white people were.
Jerusalem, Israel, and it will be again.
Yes, sir.
I just want to hear
It-
this guy's take on Israel.
Which
you-
Israel, sir? The Israel, the people, or the Israel, the ground?
I'm
the
trying to
dirt and
read.
the
The modern nation state of Israel.
Okay, that would be the ground. the modern nation state of Israel was instituted or instigated in 1948. And when that occurred, that was the fulfillment of prophecy. But those people that are in control of the ground are not the people of God known as Israel.
They are the synagogue of Satan.
No, sir. The synagogue of Satan would be the Roman Catholic cult.
Sir, I think that the synagogue of Satan are the people who destroy Germany.
Finish.
I think the synagogue of Satan won World War II, sir. Thoughts? Cares? Concerns?
What do you think about the state of Israel? Like the
Sir, let me read this.
Let her speak.
He's not gonna. I mean, he'll eventually. I feel bad. I like Mr. Batman now. Does he like copes by muting everyone? So it
I
doesn't
like
even
Mr.
matter.
Batman too, but like, I mean,
It's like
he's wrong.
Hey, you, Bubby. Bubbies. Can I please read this article? Bubbies.
okay, just kick me. Whatever.
Any other questions, boys and girls?
Good evening. Good afternoon, Mr. Batman. How are you?
Good afternoon, Mr. Vader. I'm doing quite well, and yourself?
I'm all right, man. Given the good word today?
Oh, always, sir. Always.
Always given the good word. So when are we going to have Mr. Batman, when are we going to have the boxing match where it's you versus Darth Dawkins in the boxing ring?
Well, he wouldn't live very long if that occurred, sir. I'm thinking that you may be referring to maybe a more of a verbal sparring match, and he wouldn't survive that very long either.
Probably not. Probably not.
Is Darth
This is why he
Dawkins a
has me
flat
muted,
earther, or
and he
is he
calls me
like
a
Simon
stalker
Ben?
because he's deathly afraid of me.
Is Darth Dawkins a flat earther, like apologist, or is
No.
like Simon Ben?
No. Mr. Batman could tell you what his philosophy is. He knows more than me.
Well, please elaborate, because I've heard of whatever the faggot's name that you just said.
Mr. Dorothy Douchebag Dawkins
Darth
is
Dawkins, yeah,
a
that guy.
somewhat reformed person he's a one-trick pony. He knows a little bit of philosophy. That's it. He knows a little bit of Bible. That's it. And he can destroy a person who rejects the God of the Bible. And that's it. He has no way of validating where to look, how to look, what to do, how to be saved, what to do to be saved. Got no idea about that. As a matter of fact, when you started asking him some very basic questions, he started to realize he's on the broad road to hell, and he didn't like that. That's when he muted me.
All right. Well, I've never muted you. You've only muted me, sir.
You probably said the wrong thing, Ghost Nikola.
Mr. Vader.
Hello.
I never say the wrong thing. Everything
Vader,
I say is calculated.
Vader, I had this morning. I woke up to tons of messages from all of you guys telling me to unmute myself and to allow you in my video game. I apologize. I had forgotten that I was still in Discord. I had swapped over to the game and turned off my headset and was just playing. I forgot all about it, dude.
That's funny.
And so I woke up this morning. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like I got Sig and Britt and Tweely and all them like in my DMs going unmute.
Yeah, it was
Britt's like,
funny.
yeah, that team did suck, man. They better not next time. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Britt gets really mad when he plays League of Legends, man. He gets really mad.
Hey, Cop, can I ask you something real quick, bro?
Yeah, what's up,
bro? Is like Euros like washing your balls right now, or is he like
washing my what?
Is Quiros washing your balls, or is he like faded off into the distance?
Well, me and Euros have never had any bad relationship. He's always been cool with me. I like the guy. I haven't talked to him much.
Buddy,
the thing with Euros is he's kind of like he's a really hard troll, but he's also like a hard leftist. So like our problems reside in like COVID vaccination arguments. But at the end of the day, he's like my boy, so it didn't really bother me too much. He was just really, I mean, he's really stupid about COVID vaccination.
He's gay, right? So
Hey,
like,
Kenny, it's good
he's
to see
not.
you.
He's not gay. He's not
Hey
gay.
man, what's happening?
Not
He-
much,
Oh, Kenny
not much,
Jones.
Master.
if
It's the
bro,
master.
if
It's
you
the
thought
man in the know.
might as well be gay and vote for Kamala Harris.
I mean,
You know?
I don't know if he's going to vote for
It's the
Kamala.
man
But
in
the
the
thing is,
know.
the thing with
Well, he
Zeros
can't
is
vote
that,
for Kamala. He's Australian.
yeah, I know that, but I don't think he would. But my point is, it's like I don't have any issues with Zeros. Me and him are fine. I like the guy.
All right,
He's never done me wrong or done anything weird towards me. So,
all right, bud. Cool.
I'm very curious, Mr. Batman. Who are you voting for?
God.
I'm sorry, sir. What's the question?
I asked you
Himself.
who you were voting for.
I don't know.
Really? Interesting. Okay.
I don't.
I
will
don't
look
believe
at that as
That's
it
a
gets a
Kamala
little bit closer,
supporter.
but
That's
right
a
now
Kamala
I don't have a
supporter,
vote.
Don. Don't let that slide. Only Kamala Harris supporters say that shit because they don't want to hear it. That's a Kamala supporter. If he was a Trump supporter, he would have said it a long time ago.
Wait a minute. You support the Democrats, Mr. Batman?
No, sir. No fashion or form.
And no.
I don't
Okay.
believe in democracy. I believe
I
in
will
the.
tell you this, though, sir. I don't vote party lines.
I believe in
I'm not
absolute
strictly
monarchy.
Democrat. I'm not strictly Republican. I'm not an
Told you.
independent.
Told you.
I
There it
vote
is.
my values. And when I say
And
I
he
vote my
values Kamala
values,
Harris.
I
Tim
go.
Walz.
Let me go ahead and I've tried, and I'm just going to have to lower this turd's volume all the way.
Hey,
Goodbye.
hey, you had me
So
muted. That's
again,
why I
I
was
look
saying it.
at a candidate and I look at how they vote on certain things.
Okay.
How do they vote on marriage, family, and life? Not necessarily in that order.
Gotcha.
That's
Okay.
why he's a Kamala Walz supporter.
Does it tell me if they're Jewish or a Torah observer?
Then you're more than likely voting for Trump. Then I'm assuming.
Well, no, bro, because like
Depends on
the
if there
Jews
is somebody
just
that
think that
might be an
they're
independent
Messiah
that might be
because
a
they
better
reject
candidate,
Christ,
even
right?
though he probably wouldn't have much of a chance of winning. I would still vote for the independent.
Okay. That's fair. It's a fair assessment.
What's wrong with these Jews, bro? I don't even understand them no more.
Yeah, Don. I apologize yesterday. I didn't realize you guys were still. I was still in the VC. So I took the headset off and just like left. I thought I left the VC, but I guess I didn't. I guess I just swapped a game chat or something.
You're good, man. You're good. It's all good.
Poor Sig and them. They didn't watch me play and shit. We're just
You ever
spamming my phone.
You ever debate that guy agnostic one, Mr. Batman, or no?
Oh yes, sir. I've been banned from his room because I really pissed him off. I know him as Dogma. I've known him for about a decade.
Oh, okay. What's his deal? Because he like doesn't believe in anything or some shit, right?
Yep, pretty much like any other standard run-of-the-mill atheist.
Oh.
Mr. Batman, so you're pretty familiar with Hebrew roots, right? Sir?
You still got you muted. He's got me muted
Oh,
too.
so
dude.
the other thing I was going to ask you, Mr. Batman, is that what is the deal?
John Vader, can you ask Mr. Batman what he knows about the Hebrew roots movement? Thank you.
Ghost and Nicolo asks Mr. Batman about the roots of what was it, Ghost and Nicolo?
The Hebrew roots movement.
The Hebrew roots movement he is asking about.
Yes.
Well, what is that? I don't know what that is personally, but he's asking about it.
It depends. I mean, it's such a broad definition. It's really hard to put a single category people into it. I'll get it out here in a second. Easy for me to say. Anyway, it boils down to people. These people, most of them, 90% of them, will believe that you have to keep, or that you need to keep the Shabbat. You need to keep the feast days and stuff like that. You don't want to eat the piggy.
90%.
But then here we go. Here's where it starts to really get cuckoo, because you have some people that say, okay, well, because they perceive that Paul is against the Torah, which he is not, they jettison the letters of Paul. Well, and then logically speaking, they recognize that if they do that, then they have to get rid of Peter because Peter calls Paul's laws or letters
I've never rejected
scripture.
Peter, sir.
And so then they pretty much throw out the whole New Testament, end up going over to Judaism. So there's a whole spectrum in there. I'm not part of the Hebrew movement. While I thought it was attractive initially because it did point me in a general direction, there's no consistency, no uniformity to it. You know what I have uniformity in? The Word.
Okay.
You want to know what I do? Right. Look in the Bible. You don't have to go look at some Hebrew roots constitution. You don't have to go look at the Baptist Convention constitution. You don't have to look at any of that. You want to know why I do what I do? Look at the Bible. Look at Jesus, because that's why I do what I do.
Don Vader, can you ask him when he's going to sacrifice the next goat to Yahweh? Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Batman. He's asking when are you going to sacrifice the next goat to Yahweh? He just said. Oh my God.
Well, if he comes back pretty soon, we'll be doing it not long after that because when Christ returns for the millennial reign, he sets foot in Jerusalem.
Satanist moment.
The festival system, the feast days will come back into play because it says in Zephaniah that if you do not send a representative of your country for the Feast of Tabernacles every year, that God will withhold rain from your country.
I'm proving to you
No,
that
we'll
this come back
culprit
and
that
it's
shit
his body
Sabbath,
becoming
so
Christ,
people will come up and worship
that's
God.
That's all I was sitting here to do. Is just expose this fucking liar. All right, thank you.
He keeps calling you a liar. That's what he keeps saying over and over. Oh, whatever. But more importantly, why is there such a rise in anti-Jewish rhetoric as of late, Mr. Batman?
Because we're getting ready to see the rise of the Messiah, who happens to be, say it with me, Jewish.
Okay, but why is it that so many people are turning around and saying that the Jew is bad, do not trust the Jew, they want to stand on the back of the Goyim? Why am I hearing all this rhetoric?
Did I the first time?
No, you didn't. Of course not.
Great. Then what did I say?
You said that because the Messiah is coming, and he is indeed, as you said, Jewish.
Yes, sir. The God of creation is a Jew. 99% of people out there hate the God of creation, so they will hate anything labeled Jew. Why do you think they hate me? Because I keep the Jewish feast days. I keep the Jewish law. No, I keep the law of the living God.
I hate you because you're a liar. Like your father, the devil.
He is saying that he hates you. Joseph Eagle says he hates you because you're the devil. Yes,
sir, I appreciate you're attempting to communicate, but please do not be a sock puppet. It's not a good look on you.
I got called the sock puppet.
You have me muted. You fucking kike.
No, I'm not going to mute you, Mr. Vader. I'm just going to ask you, please do not be a sock puppet for the sexual pervert, Mr. Ghost Turd.
Okay, no problem, sir.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Of course, no problem.
Mr. Batman, do you still have me muted? Mr. Batman?
Okay, I don't have you muted. Again, you all were pounding on me the other day, and I did not like that. Didn't take very kindly to it whatsoever. I was having a rough day anyway.
So, Mr. Batman,
a little more grumpier than others. Like right now, I'm trying to explain to you what happened, and you're trying to talk over me. You sorry son of a bitch. I'm about to mute you.
Well, I just wanted to tell you I wasn't around for the interaction you're referring to.
Yes, sir, you were. I couldn't have lowered your volume.
No, this is the first time I've talked to you is today.
Okay, well, you won't talk to me anymore because you won't shut up. Goodbye.
But what was I gonna say? So what is the deal with Roman Catholicism that is like the root of evil, Mr. Batman? I'm just curious.
Well, no, the love of money is the root of all evil. No,
Okay.
the Roman Catholic cult, they have the love of money. That's why they do have the root of all evil. That's why they do what they do. It's all about the almighty dollar. Why do you
why
think
is he
they
rejecting
eat fish
Peter?
on Fridays? Because
He's
it's about
rejecting Peter right
money.
now.
Why do you think the priests can't marry and have children and families like everybody else? Because it's about the money. It's always about the money. Follow the money.
Peter didn't follow Christ for money. Peter, the foundation of the Catholic Church.
To be
Sir.
fair, I don't agree with the whole like priest shouldn't be allowed to have a wife. It's kind of bizarre to me. That's always been weird.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just like lying about Peter, which is just like blasphemy. So
what did he say?
Ghost, how is he lying about Peter?
Because
here we go. I know this idiot's probably saying,
all,
"Oh, Peter, he was built on the church." Blah 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 blah.
It was all founded
what a
on
load of crap. You know what it says in Amos chapter 3, verse 7, Psalms, Proverbs, and in many other places that God does nothing,
Peter
nothing
was the
without
foundation
first informing his servants, the prophets. So if God is going to make some new entity called the church and get rid of Israel, because that's what this idiot believes, that's called replacement theology. If that's going to occur, show me the prophecy. Show me where God says, well, I'm going to have to get rid of these people and replace them with these people. Or show me anything where God's law is ever going to change. Because I can show you 1,000 places where it says it will never change. Go ahead. Show me.
It's very easy with Manifest Destiny colonization.
Manifest Destiny? What? Colonization?
Yeah. He just asked to show.
What do you like? Where are you going down with this, Nicolo?
I'm answering fucking what's his faggot's question, bro.
Okay. Okay. It's weird, but okay.
Mr. Don.
Yes.
Do you believe that we should celebrate Christmas and give presents to our kids?
I think it's a good holiday. Why is it a bad holiday?
Oh, it's actually the best holiday.
I mean, it originated as a pagan holiday. You are correct on that.
Well, I mean, it's not that it's any kind of relation to any pagan holiday. It's when we remember that Christ was born. That hold
on. I will ask. I will indeed ask.
Hold
on. I will ask him. Then. Mr. Batman, is there an issue with Christmas, like in your viewpoint?
No, sir. There's no issue with Christmas whatsoever. It is a pagan holiday that people who follow the Messiah should definitely not engage in. All through Scripture, God says, do not worship me the way the pagans worship their gods. Don't do that and say you're worshiping me. And that's exactly what they are doing.
Why does Christ...
Well, hold on one second. Hold on, Ghost. Hold on.
Don, ask him if we should give presents to kids on Christmas.
I'm not waiting.
Stop. Shush. Stop. Oh, my God.
Why
these
don't
guys
talk to those idiots, sir?
I understand. It's just that, like, I'm trying to, like, I get where you're coming from with what you're saying. Like, we don't want to replace God. He did say that in the Bible. You are 100% correct on that.
Christ,
but I thought that. Oh my God, Ghost. Hold on, bro. Hold on. So
King of Kings is a pagan title, and we call Christ that. So, what are you gonna say about Christmas?
Christ is the King of Kings. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I get that, but like Christmas is about celebrating Christ. It's celebrating his birthday.
Pagan title.
It is not. It is not in Scripture. Again, if you want party days, guess what? God created some party animals because He's created 7 parties in the Bible, 7 feast days. Let's do them. God says these are my feast days. Come and do my feast days with me. But no. We got to say, no, God, I got this better. I'm going to do it over here on this pagan holiday and bend over at the penis of Ra.
Penis of Ra.
Can we just add the other 7 to the calendar? No.
I don't want to. I did not understand what you said.
Can we just add the other 7 that you mentioned to the calendar? Just do it that way. Do all of them.
No, sir, you cannot.
I'm
Because
actually
if you're
very curious about the
engaged
7
in
feast days
something and
now.
say you are doing it for Yahweh, and it's not something Yahweh told you to do for Yahweh, and as a matter of fact, it's exactly the opposite of what he told you to do, sir, no. You do that, you dead meat.
So
Wow.
I looked up the 7 feast days, Mr. Batman. I want to confirm these with you. It says that Passover from Leviticus 23:4-8, the unleavened bread.
No,
I
let me go
never
through
even
this
heard
with
of
you,
that.
sir, because I can do it faster than you can.
The reference
Yes,
Passover
you
to
can.
first. Actually,
Chris
the first one is Sabbath. The weekly Sabbath is first. You have the
Old
weekly Sabbath first is established.
Testament, you
Then
know,
the first Passover being a specific, it's not a
Chris,
feast day. It's actually a preparation day for the
the
feast
blood
day, the first feast day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Yeah,
That other
unleavened bread.
unleavened bread. Then you get to the end
Yeah,
of unleavened bread. That's
Chris,
the end of another high holy day. The end of the Feast of unleavened bread is called
Jewish
the Feast of the First
African
Fruits.
or
And
you
Jesus fulfills all of these. And then you have
oh, yeah.
the next one, which is the Feast of the Pentecost, the Feast of Weeks. Then the next one is Yom Teruah, which is the Day of Trumpets. This is when Christ returns. Then you have Yom Kippur. Actually, it's pronounced Yom HaKaparim because it's Day of Atonements, plural, not singular. And then you have Sukkot, which is Tabernacles. Now,
Fucking
this was
kite.
not in the scripture, but it is implied. The next one is Semini Atzretz, and this is the 8th great day. The Jewish or the Hebrew people know it as the forever after.
Whoever said fucking kite crew, who's muted me.
You see, sir,
Oh.
I have been studying the scripture now for 5 decades, half a century. Yes, I am that old.
That's not that old, man. Still kicking. Kicked the shit
Oh,
out of
yes,
cancer
sir.
twice.
Now, I'm not only still kicking, sir, I'm still kicking after 44
Well,
doses of
he's
radiation
gonna
because of
study harder
prostate
'cause
cancer, and I'm
fucking
still willing to kick people's ass
and
if
I'm
they
less
get in my
more and
face.
fucking
Bless, brother. Bless.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
fucking retarded
Of
kite.
course. Listen, I give you a lot of credit, man. Prostate cancer ain't nothing to kick, man. Like you going through all those treatments. God bless you. You're still kicking as old as you are.
Bro, he probably should have died.
Well,
Fuck
and
that.
you're really freaked out.
Don't say
because
that, Nicolo.
my-
Nicolo's saying
my,
that you should have died from the cancer. This guy's
Yeah, well,
fucking
thank you.
crazy.
I appreciate that too. Well, you know what's really funny is when you get to be my age, when you get to be above 50, they start checking your PSA level, your prostate-specific antigens on a regular basis. And so a normal level is around 4. And then if you get around 8 to 10, that's high, and they want to do a biopsy. Well, mine went from 6 to 12, and they said, "Oh, we got to do a biopsy." So they did a biopsy, and after the biopsy, guess what it went to?
Yeah, I see it. I'm reading it.
45.
Does he
They've
know
never
that,
seen anything that
he
high before. I got a whole team of cancer doctors because I do
this
not
whole
understand what the hell I'm doing.
and he's still gonna go to hell. Oh, dude, that sucks.
No, he's not. He's not gonna go to hell, Nico.
Hey, Don,
you're still fucking going to hell, bro.
Don, ask Mr. Batman if we should give presents to children on Christmas.
Oh
Watch
my
what he
God,
does. Great.
Brian!
It's great.
They're like begging to be unmuted, Mr. Batman. They're begging.
Ask him.
But see, that's the whole reason I muted them. Because they won't shut up long enough to listen to a damn thing I say. Look at Mr. Ghost. As soon as I started speaking, I could have been saying, "Oh yeah, I think I'll unmute them," but no, he wouldn't have heard me because he was in the middle of talking over me.
Nobody was talking over him, Don. He literally muted me because he didn't want me to respond to him. Anyways, now Don, ask him.
Retard.
Okay. Calm down.
I hate old people.
Jesus is Lord is asking Mr. Batman. He's pleading for me to ask you, why do we not give presents on Christmas to the children?
Because when you bow down, you put a present under the tree. This is in Jeremiah, Isaiah, all through the Old Testament where it talks about do not bend down and get under every green tree or go up on every high hill. Jeremiah chapter 3 is very graphic about this. So what does that even mean? Well, up on the high hill, well, that's where the obelisk is. That's a symbol of the penis. And then under every green tree, what kind of tree? A fir tree, an evergreen tree. And when you bow down on the evergreen tree to put presents underneath it, well, you know what? You're supposed to be putting presents underneath it for the god. What god? Ra. Because you put little balls on the tree. That's the testicles of Ra on the penis of Ra.
I think
So
every
yeah,
time
that's why you don't do that.
What?
the penis. Every time
Wow,
this
that's
nigga sees the tree.
Don, I
That's,
told you should. I told you, Don. It's great, ain't it? Don't give presents to the kids. You're putting balls on
And
penises.
by the way, I can validate each and everything that I'm stating.
I mean,
with
Mr. Batman, you know I love you, buddy. Like I love you, buddy. But like, I'm gonna say it straight out. That's a little wild. And you can definitely understand where I'm coming from with that.
I'm going to guarantee you one thing. I don't want you to believe me. I don't want you to trust me. Fact check me, sir, and you'll find out that I'm correct. And when you do, come on back. I'll teach you more neat stuff too.
I'm sure you're correct. It's just when
Don,
you get
do not give presents to children on Christmas.
Stop it, Brian.
No presents on Christmas for the children, Don. We tell little Timmy to suffer.
Tell little Timmy to suffer.
That putting presents under trees means you're putting balls on penises. The Bible told him.
Oh my God!
Somebody killed Mr. Vader. Can I get another interpreter, please?
Yeah, I got you.
Don, can you
leave me alone, Mr. Batman? I was laughing.
You got Vadered.
You were choking to death.
I was. It was really funny because what
ask him if we should go trick or treating. Should we take our kids?
Oh my God, Brian! Why? Now he's asking Mr. Batman if we should go trick or treating. Now he's asking you that.
What kids? Take the kids trick or treating.
Yes, he should come trick or treating here in Scottsburg, Indiana. I have a special treat for him.
I would shoot you, bro. I would blow you away, dog. 12 gauge and all. Let's go.
I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you to Yahweh.
What did you say? Paulie?
Send him to Yahweh.
That sounded sexual.
I feel threatened a little bit on that one. Ask him if we should allow kids to go trick or treating.
Oh my God,
well,
I did.
When you talk about something like that and you want to do something like that, yes, it can sound sexual because you are going to provide a service. You're going to do something. But sir, I'm just as willing to do something when this guy comes. I got a special present for him. If he wants to come and screw with me, I'll introduce him to his creator.
Okay, dude. Nobody said they were going to come and screw with you.
What the fuck is he on about? You ain't introduced me to shit, bro.
I'm sorry, sir. The last time I was in here, that's what they were doing. I had one guy actually pull my credit report. Tried to. He didn't find the right guy.
Pull the credit report.
Listen, Mr. Batman, I hate to say this,
I pulled a history for some guy by the name of James A. Barber, and that's not my name. And anyway, I'm like, he starts calling me James, which that is my name. And I'm like, no, the stuff you're talking about, that's not me. Well, you're a pedophile. I'm like, dude, that's too much service.
That wasn't me. That was me because I thought it was funny.
Nicolo's saying it was him that he did it because he thought it was funny.
That wasn't me.
No, Nicolo.
We're allowed to take kids to go get
this
candy.
Is another reason I keep Ghost Turd
that,
muted because he's a liar too.
That was all me.
Brian, what were you saying?
I'm getting threatened.
No one else.
Ask him if we could take kids trick or treating. Like fuck, man. He doesn't know that I've got a thermal on my AR, bro. I would hate to tell you, but you're a loot drop to me, Mr. Batman,
100%. Mr. Jesus as Lord said that he has a thermal on his gun and that you're a loot drop to him. That's what he just said to me. Oh, Brian.
Hey, he's the one that started it.
I think he's just you guys are just kind of beating him up a little bit.
All I wanted to know is if I can't get my kids presents,
they're just RPO'd because I know.
And he's the one that said I got something for you,
do.
and I was like, all right.
I'm gonna put it a little different way. I have forgotten more than these idiots will ever know.
Ask them if we can celebrate children's birthdays. Their birthdays.
Oh yeah, ask them about birthdays. Yeah.
Oh, birthdays?
Yeah.
Should we celebrate birthdays? I mean, I can't imagine you can't. Why? Why would you not want to celebrate a birthday?
Ask him.
Is there a prohibition against birthdays in the scripture? Why,
I don't
no,
think so.
There is not. You won't find anybody doing it. And a lot of times when they celebrated somebody's life, they did it at the end of the life.
Jehovah's Witnesses don't
So no
celebrate
birthdays
birthdays.
except until you die. No birthdays till you
Correct. They
die.
also don't do Pledge of Allegiance or Christmas or anything like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro.
My grandmother's a Jehovah's Witness.
His grandkids have got to hate his guts. Like, I don't want to go see
That would
grandpa.
suck to have grandma not being Christmas involved.
Fuck, man. What about?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Grandpa, we want to go get ice cream.
No.
Stop it. No. He's fasting this week.
No, Mr. Batman, I'm sorry, I'm dying so heavy. Brian's like nobody wants to go see Mr. Batman because Grandpa doesn't want to celebrate our birthdays. He goes. Oh my God, I'm sorry. It's so funny. Oh, these guys, man. You get them all wild up, Mr. Batman. You get them wild up.
Yes, sir. See, here's the deal. The spirit in me agitates the demon in them.
Oh my God. What? I'm not a demon.
He's saying he's not a demon. He's
I'm
like,
not possessed.
I'm not possessed. He's like,
yo, KLP, bro. Mr. Batman needs to meet Morbid Shaggy, bro.
Oh, that would be horrible.
Oh my.
All we'd have to do is show Mr. Batman.
But Mr. Batman did an intervention for someone who was like a sex pest, I think, right?
But
Didn't you do it on your channel?
Beyond
Batman, he's going to rape his kids. So
It's trying to help a sexual pervert. Yes.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, it's one of my more recent videos.
Yeah, I saw it. It was really good. It was really good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You do good content. I will give you that.
All right, Mr. Batman. So we can't celebrate kids' birthdays, get them presents, or get them candy. What can we do to children? And please, God, don't say touch them.
I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. That's rude.
Rude? He just told me he was going to kill me if I
know.
To his house.
Okay.
Come on,
okay, I made them mad when I said that, Mr. Batman. I made them mad.
He's the one that threatened my life randomly for saying.
Yes, I understand he threatened your life. I understand. I understand you're upset.
I don't make threats. I'm from Eastern Kentucky. I do not make threats. I make promises.
I knew that was coming. I knew it was.
I promise that 100%. You're dropping loot like Fortnite.
When my sister
dropping loot like Fortnite.
A psych hold for me because she's told people that I threatened her with my weapon. And when the police came to gather me up for a 72-hour psych hold because she actually had somebody lie about that occurring, when they came to get me, the guy asked me because I knew the guy. He was a friend of mine. I hadn't seen him in a few years, but anyway. Comes to get me and goes, "Hey, Jim, this is what's going on." And they said that you threatened to kill your sister with a gun. I said, "Gary, you know me better than that. If I'd said I was going to kill that woman, you wouldn't be here to investigate a threat. You'd be here to investigate a murder. I would have done it."
He's married to his sister. So
when they got me down to the psych hold, I told the psychiatrist the same damn thing. I said, "Nope." I said, I didn't threaten her because if I don't make threats, I make promises. If I was going to kill her, I just would have killed her.
Done.
This is great.
You know, they let me out in 27 hours. I went through drug screens, psych screens, all these different screens. I was for a 72-hour psych hold. I was out in 27 hours.
He's married to.
What did God say about murder?
I'm gonna go now. I have to go back to work.
No.
I have to.
Mr. Vader, pleasure chatting with you.
Hey, always a pleasure, Mr. Batman. You the man. Have a good day.
You too, sir.
Well, bro, promise these nuts,
bummer.
bro.
I don't think I have an
I'd
interpreter
treat you like
now.
a Call of Duty body and take your loot, bitch.
What?
Mr. Batman, don't you hang out in the political Discord quite a bit?
Yeah, he does.
Yes,
sir. Yeah,
Ghost of Niccolo said, "Mr. Batman, are you married to your sister?"
He's not. He doesn't
I'm
have
in
earbuds.
political Discord politics. There's another one called what the heck is that one called? Modern Day Debate.
Yeah, politics Discord. Yeah.
And then politics and religion.
Are there any?
I'm also in philosophy and politics.
You're pretty well known in the politics Discord. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty well known in a lot of places.
Is Valentine's Day okay to celebrate?
Oh, that's gonna be a hard no, dude. Are you kidding me?
Oh, Mr. Batman, did you mute me?
Dude, he has all of us muted. He only didn't have Don Vader muted.
Bro, I can't believe he said if I brought my kid to go get candy from his house, he'd shoot me. What the fuck?
Kenny, can you ask him to unmute me?
No, none of us
You're
can
not
ask
muted,
him anything.
sir. I did lower your volume for a point of time because you kept speaking over me like a rude bastard. Have you learned your lesson?
Who? Me?
I haven't been rude to you, and I'll continue to not be rude to you. I just asked you if Valentine's Day is okay to celebrate.
No, sir.
Fuck my wife.
It is
She don't get no chocolate flowers.
infertility ritual.
No,
Cupid,
you heard.
all that crap is all about fertility crap. You want to do holidays? There's 7 in the Bible.
That's not enough.
Based.
That's right.
What about Black Friday?
Oh, I was.
Sure. I don't really give a crap about that.
Was not thinking about the day after Thanksgiving. I was just thinking about like a Black Friday.
Do Black Lives Matter, Mr. Batman, or do all lives matter? God damn it, I'm muted.
Hey, sir, quit fucking with my clothes. All right, get it. You have like.
Are you in remission now, Mr. Batman?
Are you our new
I don't
transmitter
know
yet?
just yet. I won't know until after about the 15th, I think, of September. They're waiting
My guy.
to see how all the treatments have taken and if there is any next moves we need to make or what they might be.
Slew, can you please pet them? Thank
I
you.
will say one thing though, it's been a very interesting ride.
Where's the other? Where's your brother at?
Had some symptoms, but not anything near as bad as what they anticipated. As a matter of fact, they're pretty freaked out by how well I've done. They really thought I'd be down a lot worse than what I am.
My little crackhead.
Did you get chemo and radiation or just radiation?
Radiation in combination with hormone
Dinky boy.
therapy. Chemo is very, very hard on you because that's literally you're ingesting a chemical poison. The next move probably for me is this, if it's not gotten any better, is probably a prostatectomy. I hope that's not the case, but we'll see.
Can you ask him if he took the jab, bro?
Did you take the COVID vaccine?
No, sir. No, I didn't take the jab, and as a matter of fact, I got a lot of grief about that because at the time I worked in the school system, and they were damn near trying to make it requirement. I said, no, I will not do that.
Gotta take that J. Give me that J.
You're off your meds. I hope you cope. Hey,
Mr. Batman. What do you think about schools and kids? Should we teach them? Should everything be homeschooled?
You're muted, man.
I will say that is one part of that part of my life that I do miss is when I was working with the school kids in the school system.
Okay, I'm not muted.
Because it was always interesting. I never knew what I was going to be doing for the first 4 or 5 years I worked there. Every single day was a surprise. I show up and I might be sent to an elementary school. I'd show up, I might be sent to a high school. I'd show up, I might be sent to a middle school for half a day and a high school for the other half of the day. It was just amazing, and I could be teaching any class whatsoever. And I was the only one in my county that was classified as a dedicated substitute teacher. I was full time, but I was a sub.
Yes, you were a sub. You're a little sub. That's what you are.
Oh no.
Mr. Batman,
being there in the mornings to watch them get off the bus and greet them and stuff like that. That was a lot of fun. I do miss the kids.
Are you an American patriot?
What do you mean by that, sir?
I mean, do you feel patriotism? Is that something you would describe yourself as like a patriotic American?
No, sir. I would describe myself as a follower of the Messiah. And because I follow him, that should tell you everything you need to know about me.
Get out of our country. You have to go back.
You have to go back.
See, while I do have patriotic feelings about the United States, it's because of what the Bible teaches on the nations and trying to be a part of the one nation. The one nation is Israel, because Jesus himself said he's only come for the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
He's never going to go back. He can't go back to Israel. He can't go back to his sacred home, Nick.
Does he ask him if he's willing to move to Israel? Why hasn't he done that? If he wants to go back there.
Do you like differentiate between like modern day Jews and like the Israelites of the Bible?
Give me my shield to recharge. Well, yes, sir. Because the Bible does. When you look at the Bible, it designates who Israel, those people are. And Jews are only 1/12 of all of Israel, because there are 12 tribes in Israel. I happen to be of the tribe of Issachar.
I can ask him what the tribe of Issachar is, please.
How do you know that?
Yeah.
Well, each tribe has specific duties. Levites take care of the temple, things like that. Issachar, we know what the sign of the times are, and we know what Israel should do. This is why God has put me in the position of being a prophet. Again, this is not something I wanted. I was put here by God as an order. Here, you will go here. And it's, I had no choice.
So
is he going to
like a genetic thing?
No, sir, it's not genetic. There are certain things that are genetic, such as in Levitical priesthood. That's why I mentioned them. In the Levitical priesthood, you had to be of the tribe of Levi, specifically a descendant of Aaron. If you were not, you could not serve in the temple as a Levitical priest.
Ask him why he's coping about being born white.
Do you ever consider moving to the land of Israel?
No, sir, not really. Because
have to go back.
When Christ returns, we're all going to want to go there anyway. Right now, it's just a hellhole.
I mean, there's some nice beaches in Tel Aviv.
Yes, sir. And it's also the most pro-homosexual place on the planet.
Oh, shit.
Dude, there's just like so many windows of cognitive dissonance with this dude. Like,
I would like to go there. Don't get me wrong. That's on my bucket list at some point. But to go and live there and stay there, no, not until Christ returns. Not interested.
It's amazing, Gus, isn't it? It's
yeah, I'm just going to bed, bro. I'm laying in bed.
I just had to laugh, bro. You gotta laugh, man. That's I was like, what the fuck?
How did you stumble upon this server?
Somebody shared it with me. I don't ever go looking for servers.
Name them. Name them.
It was me, Gus.
Do you mind saying who shared it with you? Just curious.
I have no clue. I can't even see the names that are in this room. I can hear voices, and I can identify the voices. And I can see your particular icon is 2 little red dots, but my vision is not the best.
Oh, fuck. He hears the voices in his head.
I want to have a fence put in.
It was 100% me. I actually ran into him on the server. And I thought he'd be great to come over here to talk to us.
Do you mind giving our friend Blue some advice on about a woman? He has fallen head over heels in love with a drug addict whore.
Blue, no, Blue.
Oh no,
what
no, no, no,
the-
no, no. She's doxing me in that right now. No way. No, 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 no. She doesn't even have my doctor. She's just posting a bunch of shit.
I don't think he heard you there, man.
No. Yeah, it's just she's
Blue,
posting a bunch of shit
what
about
do
me.
you believe, sir? Who is your king, and what is the name of his law?
Blue, who's your king and what is the name of his law?
Well, I guess God and God's law.
Okay,
That would
sir,
count.
you've told me absolutely nothing. What is the
Exactly.
Remind him why he's
of
coping
I'm a
your
about being
Roman
born
God
Catholic.
white.
and the name of his law?
Are you coping about being born white, sir? It's sad. It's really sad.
Like I don't know really what you want to know. The name of his law. The Bible?
Sheriff uses
What?
reverse
Like
Uno
The
card.
stupid is strong with this one.
I think he doesn't know the answer there, Mr. Batman.
So,
yeah,
You might
that's
have
about
to-
it.
sir,
I'm not sure what you're referring to. Like I told you, I'm Roman
well,
Catholic.
you've
I
been,
believe in
have you,
God
are you
as
a
my
Christian,
God.
sir? Are you one of them
I'm
there
Roman
Christians?
Catholic.
There you
No.
go. That's why you don't know nothing about the Bible.
Hey, that's not fair.
You're a
Not
Roman
fair, sir.
Catholic cult member. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I think I heard that in your voice. Are you an altar boy?
Nope. I've gone to church
Someone
probably
like
about a
might be a
handful of
little light
times
in
in
the
my
loaf.
life, and that
That's
was
what
only for
happens to
Christmas.
altar boys after they've been an altar boy for a little while.
Oh my!
Why is he going to this? Why is
Shit.
he going to this?
You're not one of them light in the loaf for homo boys, are you, sir?
Oh,
No, I'm not.
Well, congratulations. We'll
Right.
continue our conversation.
Ask him why he's coping about being born white.
Oh my fucking god, dude!
Like
Jesus.
anything to raise him out of the
Hold on,
call.
I got a better question because of what he said about homo
Sir,
boys.
you
Ask
might
him,
want
is
to
it,
All right.
consider your theology because
ask
it's
him,
not true.
Well,
And
I
if Messiah
Blue,
returns while you're in this
yeah,
state, you are
Blue.
unclean and you are
yeah.
unfit for the kingdom. That means you will
Tell
not enter into the forever after.
him
Oh,
what's wrong
don't
about
worry, I'm not
Just,
pedophilia.
accepting
all
him.
right, Blue. Ask him
Yeah.
what he meant by homo boys. Does he believe that it's the altar boys' fault when they get raped?
So you're not interested in
Yes.
getting into the forever after?
Of course not. I'm a bastard, so I'm not going anywhere. And Jezias wants to
What
know
makes
why
you
do
think
you
being a
think altar
bastard
boys deserve
exempts
it?
you from the forever kingdom?
Because I'm a bastard. I told you.
So that doesn't make any difference. Anybody can be
Oh, in the Old
grafted in.
Testament,
Sir,
it sure
don't
as
speak
hell
over
says.
me. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Because, sir, I'm
He's
trying to
coping
help
about being
you.
born white. This
Now,
cope. I
there is
can't.
no such thing as a
The levels of
bastard
cope.
excuse for not being allowed into the kingdom of heaven. No, sir, you
Levels
have
of
no
cope.
choice on that. That was your parents' fault. That was their sin. But no, you
My
can
parents were
choose to be
born
grafted
white,
in, sir.
bitch.
I mean,
Sir.
Blue,
going by
ask him
that
if
Old
the altar
Testament.
boys deserved it.
So did the altar boys deserve it? Do you think?
Sir, do you want to stay on topic? I know I got you excited by talking about altar boys.
No. It's just I'm being asked by other people, man. Oh yeah, man.
Oh,
An altar
buddy.
boy versus that little crackhead bitch. Oh yeah, I'd pick that any day.
I love
Shit.
that he just immediately oh man, this is what an angle.
Yeah. But yeah,
Have a nice day,
so
sir.
no, well, I'll keep talking. I'll keep on the subject if you want. Go
Ask
for it.
him seriously. Ask him about like
Why
why
would
he
I be
thinks he's a
interested in talking to
fucking
somebody like yourself
Jew from
who is not
fucking
interested
Israel,
in the
say the
truth
sacred state of fucking nigger
and does not
Israel,
have
part of the 12
anything that I
tribes, while
can
he's coping
glean or
about being a
gain
white
from
man.
you?
Born in
So why would I
fucking
continue to
Missouri.
discuss anything with you, sir, since you're not interested in the truth?
Fucking
You
nigger.
can't, Sheriff. You can't ask this guy nothing.
You
He
see,
knows
sir,
everything.
I am a
He
being
thinks he has the
ruled by
mind of
logic.
God.
And logic
He
dictates
thinks
that I
he's
have
a
a
prophet,
limited
nigga.
amount of time.
Yeah,
Yes,
And
yo,
if
I
you, sir,
understand.
are not
I
interested
know.
in the information of which I can provide, then I will flush you like the turd that you are and move on.
All right.
Flush these
Have a nice day.
nuts, nigga.
Any other questions, boys and girls?
I have a question, but I'm muted.
Nicolo's got a question. He's muted though.
I'm a pickle. I'm Pickle Rick.
Alright, I'm gonna go to bed. It's good talking to y'all boys and laughing at this fucking kike. Impressa is the Pikmin head, just so you know.
Who's Impressa?
Impressa is rebranding from the Ghislaine Maxwell. So now she uses a Pikmin face.
Yeah, I'm turned out hard, man.
Rez said, "I'm not Impressa."
Bullshit.
All right, I'll believe you. I believe you. Sheriff, are you gonna stream Elden Ring soon?